Hey Scizor Squad, Shingo here, coming at you with another rank match replay. I got a 5-stack for you. This is a crazy one. So let's dive right in. I'll show the stat line at the end. So we were in draft, and the composition we were looking for was something like a Machamp oriented with like a Blissey, a Suicune, a Snorlax, and an A9. And so we didn't get the Blissey or the Suicune, and so he went double support with Psyduck and Wiggly. And so Wiggly took the experience share off and is stacking Cookie. We'll go to ×2. I hope you're all having a good day. So we got Montel on Wiggly, I on Psyduck, Leonic on the A9, Mar on Snorlax, a Sim on Machamp. And then, of course, we're going against the EV squad. So, I mean, you know, we get Montel stacked. We're getting a Sim stacked. Like, stacking in the face of a Leafeon. Pretty good. He goes down, but again, like every other video, like, we don't mind losing this. A9's almost done with the jungle. They double jungled, and then, you know, they're in lane already. Or, excuse me, yeah, they double jungled. SB got the blue, Leafeon got the red. Leonic came to the top side to help prioritize the Machamp stacking. We're stacking all chips on a Sim's Machamp late game. And for a lot of the match, like, we kind of struggle, and we'll talk about it. For one, we're practicing new Mons, so Mar is pulling out Snorlax. Leonic on the A9 is also a new look for us. Mars invading. And we're just trying to find value right now. And so I think mission is complete right about now. I think he's fully stacked. Actually, maybe we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, he's fully stacked. He goes into the jungle now. He's our jungler. Leonic becomes the lane carry. We let this go down, and so we're going to start pivoting bot side. So, I'm not going to lie, like, comms were kind of panicked. Like, you know, we kept being like, they're deathballing us, and we're just going in one after another. And I'm trying to get all of our heads screwed on tight, and I'm trying to implore consideration by asking questions like, okay, so, you know, how are we using our abilities, and how are we using our passives to help us? And we need to be rinse and repeating the CC here. Like, chaining the CC. So one goes in, comes out, one goes in, comes out. Montel does a good job of that right here. Like, he's not going to win this. The value's not here, so he gets out, and I like seeing that. Now he's got vision on Leafeon. And, you know, right now, we're only 4 minutes into the match, and this just looks bad. You know, how do you win from here? Well, like, look at Mar. Getting value. You just find it where you can. I think I would be looking these bees, but, you know, it's alright. 𝗙𝗨𝗕𝗧 stays alive. 𝗙𝗨𝗕's getting vision for us. You know, they're pretty aggro. They're taking all our stuff. Nothing much to say. This is just a licking. But you know what? We keep ticking. And so, from here, I'm asking 𝗚𝗏, all right, what are we doing? And he's like, we're going bottom. He doesn't see the Leafeon. We go, and Leafeon comes in, but I'm surfing. 𝗚𝗏 looks back, and I'm like, 𝗚𝗏, go! And 𝗚𝗏 goes down. And so, we are most certainly, when I say we're panicked on the comms, we are panicked on the comms. And I'm telling him, I address the entirety of the team. I'm like, this is what's losing us matches. This very thing. And so we humble ourselves. You know, it's probably excruciating for all of us in some degree and fashion. Nobody likes getting their butts kicked. And right now, like, they're only up about 200 points. And so it's not that bad. So that's the benefit of them breaking our goals early, is that they're not going to get more point value. They would get more point value if they broke late. Kind of like the other video I made where we kept this pad, the tier 1 top pad, up all game and then got 100 over cap on it because it was left there. And then we got another goal over here. So if that had been broke, you only get a score here, and then you have to try to force another score here. That's a longer distance to travel. And so by leaving this one, we get that, and then we got that. But that's the last video. That's not this video. From here, you know, it's just scrubbed. Like, this is just one of those games. It's just bad. And so we come in here, and Mar and I nearly get this. You know, I'm saying from here, the comm was, okay, what are we doing? We're going bottom. Okay, we go bottom together. Leafeon flanked. I wanted to die to flank, to prevent the flank from happening and 𝗚𝗏 to carry on, but instead 𝗚𝗏 looked back. So we're identifying, okay, what's the call now? Farming. Okay, so I'm calling, they're on the blue buff, and look this Leafeon. We had him in a block stun, and then I was communicating, yo, if somebody just looked at this, it'd be dead. And so I applaud 𝗙𝗏𝗏 for his efforts here. 𝗙𝗏𝗏 was responding to this idea. Meanwhile, 𝗚𝗏 is farming, which is what he needs to do. So, you know, as hungry as Shingo was, 𝗚𝗏 is still doing what he said. Farming. Good. Farm. Keep farming. Now they get this, and it's just looking bad. It's just looking worse and worse. How can it look any worse than this unless they were up more points? And so here, you know, like, 𝗚𝗏 goes down, and I'm like, yo, 𝗚𝗏, that looks egregious. And I was like, I had him explain what was going on. And it's like, okay, it's not as egregious, but we need to regroup. You know, it's getting a lot worse. It's getting redacted. This is just, what is there to say? It looks like pain and suffering. And so now it's 406 to 97. What do we do? So I'll tell you what we do. I calmly remind them. There's 246. There's farm. There's farm. And we're stacking all of our chips on late game. I am not worried. We asked 𝗚𝗏 what pieces he needed. And we stacked all our chips on this idea. And so I'm calmly telling the team, be ready for Ray. I calmly tell them, I'm not panicked from here. I'm still not panicked. I'm trying to encourage my team as well not to be panicked. I say somebody needs to look these Indeedys with me. And it's about right now at 227. You know, 𝗚𝗏's in agreement with everything, but 𝗚𝗏 is like, it's 227, I want position now. So 𝗚𝗏 gets this, he wants position now. And I say, okay, that's it. Everybody's done farming. Doesn't matter. You know, we have Machamp alt, Psyduck alt, Wiggly alt, Snorlax alt. I think we're close to A9 alt. Leonic probably wants his alt. You know, but we're in position. 𝗚𝗏 is saying, I want Wiggly and Snorlax go in. And so I say, okay, Wiggly and Snorlax go in. And then they move ahead again, and I move into the next one. So I'm the link in between them and 𝗚𝗏. And then 𝗚𝗏 wants A9 with him. So Leonic is, you know, Leonic doesn't get his alt, but Leonic is ready. Leonic is responding to the comms. We're responding to the comms because we had been losing and we hadn't been responding to comms. Here, we go from Omega Trashed On to effectively communicating, that is, calming. And what happens next is just a miracle, okay? Sometimes you need a little bit of luck mixed with an effective strategy and communication. So the two go in that are engaging, and then I go in with some CC. Yeah, there's the SB alt, but I alt too. Right here. And so from this position, as you'll see, Snorlax and Wiggly are down. That's okay. They're the engage. Now it's the next man up. Machamp starts wiping. We start feeling, okay, Glacier's down. Umbree's down. We're calling these things. I call Leafeon's down. You know? And then it's only Espeon. And so I tell 𝗚𝗏, 4 are dead. Shred. He goes from looking at Espeon to immediately leaving. Look how fast that calm was. Like, he's gone. And then I'm like, this is the only one on the board. So I threaten back cap. Why? Because it either has to look me or go back to Ray. And so then I'm telling Leonic, yo, find the SB. But we're looking Ray. We're looking Ray. I get a back cap. Okay, we're starting to climb out. And we need, and I'm calling, yo, somebody needs to be selfless and get out of the pit and get on Espeon. And so I'm running as fast as I can, Surf, X speed, everything I got. Look at Ray right here. Look at Ray right here. That SB is wanting to secure. And I land a disable on it. I land a disable. Montel gets up there looking at it. Even Mar gets out of the pit. And the two shredders keep shredding. And we get it. Now, it's not over. It's not flipping over. Oh boy, is it not over. And if I sound a little excited, that's because this is just fresh off the presses for me. I literally just got done with this match and decided to record this for you all. So now it's scoring logistics. You know, not everybody needs to go to the same pad. But we need to be ready, because is he going to get the score? 𝗚𝗏 requests Mars help. We get a score. 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗚𝗏 goes straight here. Wiggly gets a score. Because I'm dead and there's 19 seconds, I'm on the comms and I'm directing. I'm saying, okay, if you have 0 points and a shield, recall. If you have 0 points, recall. 𝗚𝗏 is kind of stuck, but watch 𝗏𝗨𝗕𝗏. Recalls. Listens to the communication. Listens to the comm. What does it mean for us? It means we are going to be ready to stop this. Little did we know, we're already up by 1 point. Little did we know. We don't know that we're up. We just know it. We're getting a ping right here at a minute that it's a close match. I think 𝗚𝗏 is recalling too. Yeah, 𝗚𝗏 recalls. Because people are being selfless and listening to the communication, we stopped this back cap, which would have helped them win. And I'm calming this to 𝗏𝗨𝗕𝗏. I'm saying, 𝗏𝗏𝗕𝗏, thank you. Thank you, 𝗏𝗏𝗕𝗏. These guys. Mar loses his shield, but he's getting value. He ensured a score went in. If he had went here with 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗚𝗏, that score maybe doesn't go in. So it's thanks to Mar that we got that score in here on tier 2, top side. Mar nearly gets this score, but it's okay because he's a big dummy and he's distracting. So 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗚𝗏 recalls too, because he also has 0. Again, this is kind of moving in a faster pace, but it says it's a close battle. So from here, there's a new comm. It's if you have a shield in 0 points, you need to go scoop up points and go score. Because we don't know that we're winning. I'm not sure. Mar, I don't know what happens to Mar. Okay. 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗚𝗏 gets by. The Umbreon thinks he's being cute. I tell 𝗏𝗏𝗕𝗏, like even though I'm here, I'm panning my map. 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗚𝗏's shield is broke, so I'm looking 𝗏𝗏𝗕𝗏, and I'm telling 𝗏𝗏𝗕𝗏, you need to go. He's like, I only got 9. I'm like, I don't care. Use everything you can to get out and to go score that 9. All the stuff is hitting him, but he's stacking Cookie because we didn't need 3 experience shares. Meanwhile, I'm standing like a dumb duck because my map is panned over here coaching 𝗏𝗏𝗕𝗏. 𝗏𝗏𝗕𝗏, this could win us the game if you score that 9. Little did we know, we are up by 1 point. So eventually I wake up and I see, oh yeah, this is going on. 𝗚𝗏 chases down the Glaceon, doesn't get it immediately, but I'm like, bro, I cannot prevent. This guy has 23, this other guy has 24. I can't, if they both spread out and I'm in the mean look, I can't stop both scores. So I'm like, 𝗚𝗏, I need you, I need you, I need you. 𝗚𝗏 was like calmly, I see everything, bro, I got you. 𝗏𝗏𝗕𝗏 gets a score. We defend, and we win. So I hope you enjoyed that emotional roller coaster as much as I did. Here's the stat line. It's not going to be pretty. But I'll say this. Good teams find a way to win lost matches. Never give up. Never give up. That's the lesson. Please don't forget, like and subscribing helps me a lot. I'm trying to grow my channel. I appreciate you all. I love you. I hope you're having a good day. And one more thing. Smell you later.